So Kitty Warren has had a hard life, but she's found a way to get herself through that life. I think she's a woman that takes no nonsense, and I think the thing I love about Kitty is that she says it as it is. She's unapologetic, but at the heart of it, she truly believes in what she's doing, why she's doing it, but also because she wants to give her daughter a life that she never had as well.
Vivi is a very determined young woman. She has grown up in boarding schools and with hasn't had a mother role model in her life, and so I think that has very much impacted the way that she is and the way that she goes about herself and her business and how she interacts with everyone else. Yeah, she's got a lot of willpower. She's very determined. She sticks to her morals and she's unwavering in them. She just, yeah, and I think that really drives her into making the decisions that she makes.
Yep, like mother, like daughter.
Yes, the costumes.
Oh. Yeah. So Mrs. Warren obviously has some absolutely amazing costumes that Leonie has obviously created for her. A woman who obviously has money, and a lot of money, and that shows certainly in the costumes that she has, but also it's an aspect of her personality with the bigness and the boldness of the outfits that Mrs. Warren has.
Completely. So, yeah. And in contrast, Vivi's costumes reflect so much of who she is. It's not embellished. They're not big and boisterous. They're just what they need to be. And it's as simple as that. And I think, yeah, it's really interesting how the costumes really, I don't know, they just transport the audience there. And yeah.
So many different themes. I think at the heart of it, I would say mother and daughter and the relationships between a mother and a daughter. And as you said, some of the choices that are made and people sticking by their principles. It's also a commentary of opportunities that were available or not available, should we say, to women at that time. And so the choices that they sometimes had to make because of those lack of opportunities and what they were actually able to do in society at that time. So I think that's a big theme that goes through it, and what women had to do then and probably are still trying to do now to find their place in society.
And I think it's interesting as well because even though it was so controversial for the time and it was a play that was banned for what, 9 years, I think it is still quite controversial today. I think audiences will watch it and yeah, a lot of questions are posed to them and how do they respond and what do they really think about?
And it was also, I think, commentary on society and obviously different factions of society at that time and obviously how they viewed and treated women. And I think there's elements that are still as relevant today. Certainly we'll get people talking about things and about situations and I think it's also about strong women too.
Yeah, completely.
They're about strong women. So. Shaw writes incredible characters. I think he also has a commentary about what was going on at the time, and he was also very much a forward thinker because you look at Vivi in particular as a character, really is ahead of her time, certainly as a female. It has humour, it has sadness, you've got some great costumes, and I think it'll just be an opportunity for people to think and talk about things afterwards as well, just because of the subject matters, but also the way, the journey, and certainly the journey of the characters as they sort of work through the play too.